Trump supporters like to say, I have Trump derangement syndrome. But the real TDS is their sane washing of Trumpism and denial of what a historical aberration he is. Hi, I'm Nathaniel Lloyd. I teach research, critical thinking, and information literacy, and I'm the creator and host of the podcast Historical Blindness. What I do on the podcast is find historical precedents and historical analogies that help bring perspective to current events. I've become so focused on Trump and MAGA precisely because he's so unprecedented. Ask professional historians. They try to find historical precedents, but can't. Trump is the only president to attempt to officially rename an international body of water, the only president to so openly and massively profit from the office, despite the emoluments clause, the only president to withhold funding from universities who wouldn't comply with his demands, the only president to dismantle federal agencies without congressional approval, and the only president who has never committed himself to a peaceful transfer of power. He has declared more emergencies in the first 100 days of his second term than any other president, issued more executive orders during the same 100 days, purged more federal employees in that time than any other president has during their entire terms of office. He has ignored more court orders than any other president in the same 100 days. His unprecedented barrage of executive orders also violated the Constitution and infringed on congressional powers more than any other presidents. He's the first to use executive orders to target private companies and individuals that he dislikes, the first to invoke the 1798 Alien Enemies Act outside of wartime without any threat from a foreign government, the first to detain migrants using military facilities as a quasi-prison rather than for humanitarian purposes, the first to federalize National Guard troops and deploy them against citizens over the protests of a sitting governor, the first to incite an insurrection when he lost an election, and the first to have been impeached twice. Trump is not normal, and it's not deranged to point that out. The real derangement syndrome is the blind, stubborn insistence by MAGA and his GOP apologists that Trumpism is anything other than a neo-fascist cult of personality. Like and follow me for more, and check out the podcast Historical Blindness.